Hello, friends. Welcome to RIAS Classes. So, before we begin, let me tell you one important thing very clearly. You do not need any background in commerce to understand today's topic. So, today we are starting from absolute zero. Now, let's start. Okay. Let me ask you a very simple question. Suppose you start a small business, maybe a shop, maybe online selling, maybe YouTube, or maybe tuition classes. So you know that money comes and money goes out. So after 1 year, if someone asks you, how much profit did you earn? How much loss did you suffer? How much money do you have? Or how much do you owe to others? So, if you don't maintain the records, how are you going to answer all these questions? So, in short, this problem is solved by our accounting term. So, today we are going to understand what accounting is, why it is needed, how accounting works, as well as who uses this accounting information. So, this topic is called as Introduction to Accounting. Now, many students think accounting means writing numbers in notebook. But accounting is not just writing numbers. Accounting it's a complete process. It means collecting the information about business transactions, writing them properly, organizing them, and finally understanding what those numbers are telling us. So basically in simple words, accounting it tells us the financial story of every business. So let us understand this with a very simple example. Now, suppose you buy goods for rupees 5,000 rupees. Okay, so this is a business activity. So, first you decide, okay, this is a business transaction. Then you see how much is the amount. We know it's rupees 5,000. Then you write it somewhere. Later, you group it with similar purchases. So, at the end of the month, you calculate the total expense, the total income, as well as the profit or loss that you have incurred. So, first, finally, you tell this information to the owner, to bank, or to the government, whoever the user is of the information. So, this entire process is called as accounting. So, remember, accounting is not just one step, it is a series of steps. Now we will understand how accounting works step by step. So this is called as process of accounting. So there are 7 steps in the process of accounting. Step 1 is identification. Okay, so first we will identify whether an activity it is business transaction or not. For example, buying goods. Yes, it is a business transaction. Owner's birthday party. No, it is not. So in this, only the business transactions are recorded. So we are done with the first one. Now let's look at step 2, that is measurement. So only those transactions which can be measured in money terms, it is recorded. For example, can you record salary of employees? If it's rupees 20,000, suppose. Yes, we can measure it. So yes, it can be recorded. Employees honesty, can you record employees honesty? No, it can't. So we accounting basically it records money, it does not record all these emotions. Next, third step is recording. So after identification as well as measurement, we write the transactions in books. So this is called as recording. Step 4, we have classifying. Now similar transactions they're grouped together. For example, all purchases together, all sales together, all expenses together. Next we have summarizing. So after classification we prepare financial statements like profit and loss statement, balance sheet. So this is what summarizing is all about. Then we have analysis as well as interpretation. Now we study the results. We ask why profit increased or why expenses increased. So all these questions we ask. Last we have communication. So finally this information is shared with the users can be any like owners, banks, government, investors. So basically all these steps they complete the accounting process. Now comes a very important question. Is accounting art or science? So the correct answer is accounting is both art as well as science. Now let us understand why are we saying this. Okay, so first of all, let's understand the first aspect of it, accounting as science. So science, when we say, it follows fixed rules. Okay, fixed rules, it follows fixed rules as well as fixed principles. So accounting also follows some rules, like we have double entry system rule, accounting standard rule, accounting principle rules. So we are following certain rules. So that is why we can say that accounting is a science. Now, why are we saying accounting is an art? Art means applying. We are applying knowledge practically. So in accounting, judgment is required. Okay, judgment is required in it. For example, which depreciation method we have to use, how much provision we have to make. So we have to make judgment about all these decisions. So always remember that accounting is art as well as science. Now we know that accounting is a very big subject, so we have divided into basically three branches. What are these? First of all, we have financial accounting, then we have cost accounting, and the third we have management accounting. So let's see what financial accounting is all about in short. So basically, this branch records business transactions as well as it prepares final accounts. So its main purpose is to find profit or loss, to know the financial position of an entity. It is mainly for outsiders, like banks, investors, and for all the users of accounting. Now we have cost accounting. Cost accounting, this branch basically it calculates the cost of production. It helps in cost control as well as price fixing. Then we have management accounting. So this basically helps management in decision making. So it is used for planning, controlling, forecasting. So remember that financial accounting, it is related to the past, whereas cost accounting is related to cost, and management accounting, it is for future decisions. Now we must have heard three terms: bookkeeping, accounting, and accountancy. So students often get confused between these three words. So let us clear it very simply. First of all, what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is basically recording day to day transactions. Example, writing sales, purchases, expenses. Second, we have is accounting. Accounting includes bookkeeping, classifying, summarizing, as well as analyzing. So accounting is basically, it's a broader term than bookkeeping. Now, third thing we have is accountancy. Accountancy is basically theoretical knowledge. So it tells you the rules, tells you the principles, tells you the concepts. So basically, bookkeeping, it is part of accounting, and accounting is based on accountancy. Now, why do businesses maintain accounts? So there are many advantages of it. First of all, accounting basically it protects the business assets. It helps you in paying the correct taxes. It helps you to get loans. It helps you in comparing the results. It helps you in selling businesses, as well as it replaces human memory also. So without accounting, basically business it becomes blind. Now let us see some of the limitations of accounting. Even though accounting has many advantages, it has many limitations also. For example, first one, it ignores qualitative factors. It is based on past data. It can be manipulated, as well as it is not fully exact. So remember, accounting only provides information, but the decisions, it is taken by humans only. Now accounting also provides three main types of information. Let's see this. First of all, profit and loss information. It is provided by P&L statement, profit and loss account statement. Then we have the balance sheet. So financial position is provided by this. Also, we have cash flow statement. Cash flow information, it is given by cash flow statement. For example, in a non-profit organization, difference between assets and liabilities is called as general fund. Now let us see the users of accounting information. Accounting information is mainly used by many people. We have internal users as well as we have external users. So internal users, we can see it can be owners, okay, it can be management, employees who work for the company. It can be external users also. For example, banks, if they want to lend money, so they'll look at our ratios, or they'll look at our the position of our organization, liquidity position, etc. And investors, if they want to invest money, so they'll look at our all the financial statement, they look at our figures. Then we have government also. Government will check whether we are paying taxes correctly or not. Public also, it needs to know how the company is functioning. So basically each user uses accounting for different purpose. So students, in today's video we understood the basic of accounting from the very beginning. We learned what accounting is, why it is needed, how the accounting process works, and who uses the accounting information. So accounting is called as the language of business because this helps us understand the financial position as well as performance of any business clearly. So if your foundation is in accounting is strong, then all the advanced topics will become much easier for you. So in the next videos, we'll continue step by step and build these concepts in a very simple way. So keep learning, keep practicing, and stay tuned to RIAS classes for more videos.